How AI predicted a protein's shape in seconds. Proteins are the building blocks of life. They carry out countless functions in the human body, from transporting oxygen in the blood to defending against infections. Each protein's function depends heavily on its three-dimensional shape, known as its structure. But determining the shape of a protein has always been a difficult, time-consuming, and expensive task. For decades, scientists relied on experimental methods like X-ray crystallography, cryo-electron microscopy, or nuclear magnetic resonance, NMR, to figure out these structures. These techniques could take months or even years to solve just one protein's shape. The challenge is rooted in complexity. A protein is made up of a sequence of amino acids, and how it folds into its final 3D structure depends on countless interactions between those acids. It's like trying to predict the final arrangement of a tangled string based on the order of colored beads on it. Scientists have long understood the importance of this problem. If we could accurately and quickly predict how proteins fold, we could potentially revolutionize drug discovery, disease understanding, and synthetic biology. But for years, progress was slow, until artificial intelligence entered the picture. In 2020, an AI system called AlphaFold, developed by DeepMind, a Google-owned research lab, stunned the scientific world. AlphaFold used deep learning to predict protein structures with incredible accuracy. What was once a major bottleneck in biological research was suddenly solvable in minutes. In fact, AlphaFold's predictions in a global competition called CASP, Critical Assessment of Structure Prediction, were nearly as accurate as laboratory-based methods. Scientists were amazed because AlphaFold didn't just make good guesses, it solved a problem that had remained unsolved for 50 years. So how does AlphaFold work? At its core, AlphaFold is a deep neural network trained on massive amounts of data, including known protein sequences and their experimentally determined structures. It learns the patterns of how amino acids interact, how protein chains fold, and what shapes are most likely to result. It doesn't just look at a protein in isolation, but considers millions of known relationships across various species. Essentially, it uses a form of reasoning based on statistics and pattern recognition to predict how a given sequence will fold. Once trained, it can predict a protein's 3D structure in seconds. One of the key breakthroughs of AlphaFold was its use of attention-based neural networks, similar to those used in language models like ChatGPT. These models can pay attention to different parts of the amino acid chain and analyze how they influence each other, much like how a language model understands the relationship between words in a sentence. Combined with evolutionary information from related protein sequences, AlphaFold builds a highly accurate picture of how proteins likely fold. Since AlphaFold's success, DeepMind has released the AI model to the public, along with a massive database containing predicted structures for over 200 million proteins from a wide range of species. This move democratized access to protein structure data and is already accelerating research across biology, medicine, and environmental science. Researchers no longer need to wait years to get protein shapes. They can look them up in seconds. For example, scientists are using AlphaFold to understand the behavior of COVID-19 proteins, design new enzymes for industrial use, and discover potential treatments for rare diseases. The impact of AlphaFold and AI in biology is just beginning. It's expected that AI-powered predictions will soon integrate with lab research to develop better medicines, diagnose diseases earlier, and even design completely new proteins that nature has never made. AI has turned the mystery of protein folding into a solvable problem, something that used to be considered the holy grail of biology. As a result, the entire field of life sciences is entering a new era of speed, precision, and innovation. In conclusion, AI's ability to predict a protein's shape in seconds represents a historic achievement in science. It shows how deep learning can be applied beyond tech and into the heart of biology, solving complex problems once thought to be unsolvable. With ongoing advances, AI will likely continue transforming our understanding of life, from the molecules that build us to the cures that heal us. Like and subscribe.